Speaking of which, brings us to this week's edition of RIFTS. Does anyone remember how we came to where we currently are? When we left off last time, it was pretty exciting.
We were trying to acquire the mech, so we showed up, but the castle was overrun. And as the castle, the fort was overrun, rather. And as we battled the inhabitants and defeated them, some robots from the coalition, I guess, showed up, and we found out El Doctor, Dr. Monkey
Boy.
betrayed us and made a deal with them. Yep. Kaiser.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
by
then
the
one
way.
of these showed up.
Yeah. Old Spider Walker. Oh, Spider Skill Walker.
Spider Skull Walker. That's a
Oh.
that's an
Is it?
error for some
Oh,
reason.
okay.
Oh. That's a skill. That's a Spider Skill. I said, did I misread that? Where my brain's been since October? I thought I did mess it up. I've been messing up stuff all the time. I'm like, okay, I fucked that up. That's what I was thinking.
No, that was my error, but thanks for pointing that out.
It does have a skull on it. It's very Red Skullish. So like something that would have been around, like World War II created. Like in comics.
Yes, well, the site of the Coalition Spider Skull Walker, as it is more properly known, is commonly known amongst the people of North America in the time of Rifts. It is a frightening-looking all-terrain robot vehicle that walks on 6 insect legs, sometimes towering up to 30 feet tall. But it's remarkably fast and can amble through debris fields, over battlefield wreckage, and climb up inclines. The giant robots are primarily used as troop support, small squad transport, insertion, extraction, city defense, and border patrols. So, yeah, you guys could roll knowledge local or military or something to that effect to try to figure out more about it, or engineering even to see if anybody knows the mechanics of it. But we left off, yeah, it was getting pretty heated. These guys had made their way into the fort at Aldrinard's grave, where you guys were put into an impromptu alliance with the local cyber knights there. So you do have a little bit of help from them as well. But yeah, you were ostensibly sold out by your good friend Dr. Kaiser. He did warn you a few times by saying he was thinking of leaving the group and selling you out to the coalition. So he did keep his word at least. But you guys didn't take it very well. He said you could have lived for the most part, but you all were kind of got a case of the red ass because of it and tried to kill him over it. So he turned invisible and ran away.
Wrong word. I just shot at him. He didn't hurt him. He just kept saying, "Stop that." So it wasn't too painful.
Dante didn't start by trying to kill him. He just disarmed him.
That's true. You did try to disarm him initially, so that was very good of you. You had a little bit of time, as you were forewarned. By now, you should have figured out the person who sent up the flare was actually the doctor. Let the coalition know that it was time to strike, because it happened on his watch, if you remember.
I see structural weak points in this picture of the Welker, and I plan on trying to take advantage of them.
Okay, that's good. I didn't ask you guys if you had a plan, but a plan would help. Yes.
Well, there's an
Yes, it would, huh?
port on the bottom right there. That's what it
Really?
appears to be. Every joint's a
Oh.
weak point. Get a grenade in one of those gun barrels.
Hmm.
Okay, well, good. Sounds like
Oh.
you've got a few ideas at least. I think we were up to like the 5th round. I don't actually remember. That's one thing about. I need to start putting that in chat. That will actually help me because it would be right there in chat when I was looking for it. But yeah, we'll just say 5th round. If anybody has anything critical running, they can. Feel free to amend that. Okay, well, we left off just as the actual Skelebats were rounding the corner. And yes, those are Skelebats. This is kind of an iconic image of the Skelebats advancing through the barren wastelands of Rifts. Another scare tactic of the Coalition, but also one of their enforcement arms of their armed forces, the Skelebats. Eerily resembling animated black metal skeletons, Coalition Skelebats are a particularly frightful facet of the Coalition state's military ranks. Designed as hunter-killer machines and programmed with combat computers, Skelebats supplement frontline infantry units and long-range patrols, as well as serving in high-risk actions where commanders wish to spare human troops' lives. Yeah, so if you want to know more about that, somebody can try to roll on that. You know, if you hadn't all like turned on the doctor and chased him away, he could have identified some of that stuff for you.
Could we have believed him?
He lied. He lied. Throw flower petals at them.
Their
They'll
weakness is
interfere.
hugs.
Witness is hugs. That's that kryptonite. Oh, they're getting weak. Keep hugging him.
I'm just saying, get a barbarian in there to give them hugs.
Not a bad idea. Okay, so this guy turns and starts making his way back inside. Well, not back inside, but inside for the first time. Actually, I think you can go right there. Okay. Meanwhile, these guys are very close to you. Ms. Bella, I don't know if you remember that or not, but
Yeah, I didn't know if they would, because I had my scythe ready, but I don't know if they would, do an attack. Yeah.
well, if you readied your attack, then you should be able to attack. But it looks like we ended with you attacking something.
I don't even remember.
I think you did. I think I can't remember if it was the final countdown, but no. She was dead.
Yeah, I think we ended with you attacking, so that's where we're picking up.
Okay.
But it is going to provoke from you because it can't actually 5-foot step through the rubble here, so it's going to maneuver over this way. So if you have combat reflexes or another attack of opportunity, you can take it as it maneuvers.
I don't. What do I have, Philip?
Hold on.
She does have combat reflexes.
Yeah,
Oh, I do.
pretty
Okay.
sure I gave you that.
All
I can
right.
look.
Scythe power attack.
Haikiba, very good.
Nice.
Uh-huh. My night.
Katang. So it's just the first one, but that was a very good roll on the damage there.
Rolled a 19. Wow.
And it steps to the side and levels its rifle at you. Oh, nat 20. Let's see if it confirms.
Ooh.
Oh, 19 on the die is going to confirm. So it got a crit on you
Good.
for double damage. I guess turnabout's fair play here. Only 12 points fire damage. So you see them kind of maneuvering through the rubble so as not to provoke your attacks. Now that you've attacked, they seem as though their AI is functioning at a higher tactical level than in recent outings, as the other members of the Skelebot pack maneuver through the rubble. This one is probably going to miss. What is no, even your touch AC, that's gonna miss. So another pew pew at her, but to no avail. And then the third one fires its gun. Okay, so that is going to hit for 5 points fire damage. Okay. Mr. Georgeman doesn't have a whole lot of options other than throwing the grenade or using his vibro blade. Get back. Put that thing on the map, get it out of the way. Yeah, there we go. Kind of stepping into the edge of the rubble. He can get close enough to hit it with his vibro blade, which doesn't run the risk of going awry and blowing up allies. Unlike the grenade, possibly. Katang! He nicks it with his blade. Some of these guys are just alkalites, so they're not doing a whole lot of, they're not going to be super effective. Nicodemus.
Question: with this structure, is there a way to climb down and go outside the fence without going through here? Is there like a door on these two towers that lead outside, or we have to go through here or here?
Do you want to go outside, or you want to climb down on the battlement? Which way are you wanting to go?
I want to get out here.
No, you'd have to climb down the outside.
Okay, I mean that's basically the way to do it. The only way to do it. Okay.
Yeah, the ladders go up and down inside the towers and inside inside the room where the prisoners were. There's a ladder over there.
Gotcha. I was just making sure. I just wanted to see who's the quickest way. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast a spell of invisibility.
Good idea.
Let me mark that off my sheet, and then I'm going to
see you suckers later. Have fun with that.
Yeah, I know, right? And then I'm going to if I cast a spell, I'm going this here. How far down is this tower? How far up is it? 20 feet?
They are believe they're 15 feet up.
Okay,
Okay, with
so what I'm
spiders
gonna
last
do.
time. So you're roughly 20 feet up. The walls are 15.
Okay, so I'm gonna hang off the side, climb to this, on this embankment, hang off the side, and drop down. Do I need to roll like
Do acrobatics to
acrobatics
reduce
to
the
land?
fall. Yeah.
22.
Okay, yeah, that'll do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
without
that
any problems.
so okay, so then 5, 10.
You have to count the part of the fall off the 15 foot
Okay, so that's
drop.
20 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, hold on. The thing got locked up on me. So I just moved. Hold on. Still haven't got a mouse yet. I gotta move it to pan view, then off of pan view. That's what I figure. That's how you.
He moved
do it.
back.
I know. I didn't even mean to do that. Now it's stuck on pan. Stop that. Okay. Look, I may have to refresh. Basically, I'm just gonna move 10 feet out. So like from here to, could only go 10 more. 5, 10. Yeah, I'm just gonna go 10 feet. Then I'm gonna have to refresh. It looks like.
Okay,
Alright,
go ahead and
intern.
refresh.
Intern.
All right.
Let's see. 2. Good. Let's move again.
My psychic blade is no good against these metallic bastards.
We'll find something that is.
That's why I carry this trusty vibroblade. So he's actually dual wielding. So he has like his glowing soul sword in one hand, and in his other hand he has a vibroblade. For those that are keeping up for style point reasons or whatever. I like how you just jump right in on the guy, like no slack whatsoever. Like, find something useful.
Well, he was all talk last time, so.
Is that what it was?
He's a bunch of talk last time.
Well, technically, they just got to you this time, so it's not like, yeah, he was lounging around or whatever. Okay, so he's got one hit and one miss. Unfortunately, he missed with the one that would do something, so technically it wasn't very effective. But like you said. Alright, and then this guy. Okay. Brings us back to Dante.
Okay. So I remember hiding before at the end of my last turn.
You were up on the battlement for some reason. You were up top, I believe.
Yeah, I was sniping at the bots as they went in.
Yeah.
Um
So they've all gone inside, and the guy that was the agent that was accompanying them has got cover from all the rubble now. But you've got a pretty good view of the mech if you want to, but whatever.
Yeah. I don't have any explosives, but I can attempt to weaken it.
Don't you? Then we all get grenades.
Dante never stopped by the box.
Oh.
I ran straight up the tower. I'm actually going
dog
to
boy.
use one of my abilities I never ever use.
Okay.
I'm going to use covering fire. I can make an attack roll with either a ranged or thrown weapon at an opponent within 30 feet to distract them rather than to deal damage. I'm making an attack roll against its space, so I have to beat a 10.
Okay. What are you using that on?
I'm using it on the big boy. Afterwards, he'll get to make a saving throw, and if it fails, it is stunned. Or staggered, sorry, not stunned. So it'll have to choose between moving and attacking.
Okay.
Nice.
I never use it because 9 times out of 10 it's more efficient to just shoot the thing with a bullet. But I don't think this is one of those situations. That's a nat 20.
Nice.
With a 28 to confirm. So covering fire, normally I don't deal damage, but on a critical hit, if the hit would confirm on the opponent's AC, I get to deal damage too.
Oh wow. Okay.
Nice.
Normally I don't get to deal damage with this ability.
Okay. Well, that will confirm.
Awesome. So I get to deal. It doesn't say if I'm dealing the critical hit damage or just normal damage. So I'll let you decide that.
You can deal your critical hit damage.
So 78 damage, and it needs to make a DC 10 plus half my level.
So where were you shooting? Target your squares or whatever.
I just have to target one of the squares it's standing in.
Okay.
So it needs to make a DC 13 plus my dexterity, which is 3, so 16 saving throw, or be staggered.
Was it is it fort save or what is it?
Dexterity.
Reflex save.
Yeah, my brain is not good.
You're at the right group.
I feel you. I feel you.
Okay.
Yeah, reflex
Your
save.
brother at arms.
It made the save.
All right. Well, I still dealt 78 damage, which I'm hoping went through some of its damage Some of that went through its damage reduction.
Okay, so it looks like you pinged on this square, so I'm going to say you targeted the front legs. So yeah, that actually is going to hit it and do a substantial chunk of damage to its front leg. It's pretty battered. It's not destroyed, but it definitely blew chunks of the armor off and exposed the mechanical underpinnings beneath it, and you see like electrical sparks flying off and grease and juices spraying out of the joints.
And I'm going to, because I have a terrible, terrible feeling, I'm going, is this wall on the same level as me, or is it like 10 feet down? Oh, sorry, this wall.
I think it's like 5 feet down. It's not exactly specified on the map, but yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to
So there's
use
like
my
a little
move.
short flight of steps that you take to go down to it.
I'm going to duck down, hiding, and move along the wall to not be in the same place I was. Yeah, I should have enough. 1, 2, 3. That's only 3 squares. I should have more than enough movement to make it there. And I'm using my expert sniper feat to hide during that movement. Because I have a feeling I just made myself a target. And that's my turn.
So Steam Buffalo is readying his attack once he sees the whites of the walker's eyes. And Dominic has the laser, but does he have a shot? Is the question. Yeah, he's got a shot. Pew pew! That is going to miss touch AC though. Not a very good shot. Bella, what do you do? So you're on difficult terrain, so you can't 5-foot step there.
Aw.
Once you get past the burning pit over here, this is where the terrain clears up.
Okay.
Over here.
So I guess I will just walk up alongside the wall, and I'm going to hit the orange star guy with power attack with my scythe.
Okay, 24, 18 points. Very good. That's enough to skewer him. How does she finish him off?
She lifts him up and slings him up against the wall. See, that's how you do it.
Anything else from Bella?
No, intern.
Okay, so the other Skelebot steps around the corner and shoots at you. You take 7 points fire damage. This one turns and shoots at the Cyber Knight. So he is going to take the fire damage instead of Bella. He tries to deflect it with his knives, but to no avail.
Does that trigger an attack of opportunity from the melee guy standing next to him?
Yeah, it does, but I'm going to roll it here in a second. He's probably going to not do much damage. But, oh, he got in that 20. Okay.
Gee.
The robot got 20?
No, his squire, Red
okay.
Georgeman down here, got a nat 20 on his attack of opportunity.
Oh, he confirmed that beautiful beam footage.
Surprising
The
enough.
blue shirt guy.
Trying to double check his bonus right quick, but I can't see where I put the module. Ah, there it is. The acolytes are not the most formidable anyway. That's not going to confirm, but it does hit anyway. Oh,
Good job.
I struck him well. A decent roll in damage at least, so he puts a little dent in them. The problem is having to bypass all their hardness and defenses. Alright. This guy turns and fires at you, Bellis. Don't get too lonely there. Pew pew. Her touch AC is still only 13. Okay. Yeah, so that hits. 11 points fire damage. Alright. Round 6. Yeah, that was a long 5th round, but I forgot to roll it over. So, it's alright.
Six.
Oh, I forgot to roll for him. Alright, he hits. Puts another dent in it, so he's doing damage at least. Nicodemus.
So since I'm invisible, I'm gonna move to here, which is 30 feet. And looking at the grenade, the setup, is it high enough that I can be under it? Like
yes.
under the bot?
Yes.
Okay. I can walk under it? Okay. So I'm trying to, in the same square, I'm trying to be on the inside. And
so
I'm going to
extends its legs up like it would raise up, closer to 30 feet, then it's like crouching down, walking more.
Okay. In my bandolier, I pull out a thermite grenade. Okay. Thermite grenade does not technically explode. Instead, it creates intense heat meant to burn or melt through an object upon which the grenade is set. Military forces use thermite grenades to quickly destroy key pieces of equipment. It's only 5 feet that it explodes, and it does, I'm going by hero, 8d6 of fire. I'm gonna shove the grenade into the leg, the damaged part of the leg, up into that, and try to set it in the, if I'm able to. You know what I mean? Because you said it was, the leg was like frayed, armor was off, so I'm gonna shove it and try to stick it inside the compartment.
Okay.
And that will, I mean, of course, activate it. Unless it's activating a move action, or is that all in one? Like pulling the pin on the grenade, that's what I mean. But that's all in one action to do that.
It's a thermite grenade. What's it called?
Thermite.
Here, a lab here right quick.
Yeah, thermite. It has critical is 1920. I guess as I'm shoving at that, I will do a roll. I guess I need to do a roll.
You're supposed to do like a demolitions roll to
yeah.
It.
Okay. Okay, so let's go to range. So it will be range attack.
Oh, thermite. Okay, yeah, it's a grenade, like a normal grenade.
Yeah.
So it's just a standard action to do whatever it is you're gonna do with it.
Okay, 14 to do it. We'll place it in there. Oh,
is that your demolitions roll?
Yeah, I did a range roll, but I didn't roll very well. I just rolled an 8.
Yeah, you're having a little trouble like getting it into with the legs moving and stuff.
Okay.
You couldn't quite get it into place, so you still have it in your hand.
Okay. In turn. I'm assuming is it activated or not?
No, you didn't.
I need
Yeah,
it.
you didn't.
Okay, I need to know if it is. I
I
gotta
know.
just
I know.
toss it in red.
I was just laughing at the question. I thought it was funny. Yeah. But yeah.
I need to know, man. It's only 5 feet, so I can like tumble right before my turn, and I gotta hope
Right.
I reflex save.
No, you weren't able to get it into position. So yeah, it's not quite prime. You didn't set it to go off yet.
I mean, I should have. So, am I invisible though? That's the question I have. Because I was in.
Well, that was an attack roll, so that would be a yes.
Okay. Alrighty. Hopefully, I'm hoping I'm under it enough that it can't see me. But I don't know. It's just no one told us about these things. Oh man.
Does your character
looks
have
like
knowledge engineering or anything?
No. I don't have local. I have all like the religious type stuff. And arcane, that kind of stuff. Magic.
Yeah.
Magic stuff.
Mechanical stuff. Okay.
And religion, and let's see what else. Skills. And I have
Well, sir.
nature, planes, religion, psionic, and arcana.
Sir Andalin is probably the most qualified, actually. So when you get him out of combat with the skelly bots, perhaps he can tell you something. But he's still locked in mortal combat with them. As he said, his Psi Sword actually doesn't do as much damage against them, but he still has his Vibro Blade. Though it's only a Vibro Knife, unfortunately, is what you have to wield something small for dual wielding as it goes. But it's not the size of the sword that matters, it's how skillfully you use it.
Tell that to them.
I am telling that to them. See how heroically I shield you from their dastardly rays.
Exterminate! Exterminate!
To who action?
Yeah, they are beeping and making those noises at you, actually. Yes, attack. 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 So he whiffed. Which gives this guy a chance to come around the corner. He's got a shot at the good captain there. He gets blasted with a laser bolt.
Oh.
By this agent that's making his way up from the back there. Some of you may not have been paying attention to him yet, but he makes his presence known there.
I like that rifle. That is a nice rifle.
We'll get it for you. No worries.
Well, speaking of rifles, Dante, what do you do?
I'm gonna take... I can't attack after moving, can I? Or can I? Okay, I'm getting all my game systems mixed up in my head.
You can attack and then move, or move and then attack, unless you have like one of the ride-by attack feats.
Okay, so... Because I'm sure I don't have a clear line of sight on the soldier from here.
No, you don't.
Sure. So, I'll it up to here, which should give me line of sight on him.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And he's well within my range, but not within point blank shot range by any stretch of the imagination. So I'm just gonna take a shot on him. I was hidden with a 14 before I moved. I doubt that makes a difference.
Well, yeah, I don't think the 14 is going to hit.
Well, the hiding was a 14. It was an 18 to hit.
Oh, okay. Threw me off for a second there. Okay, well, in that case, it is still not going to hit flat-footed. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll expend my psionic focus to use second chance. So I get a reroll. Yay. The marksman class really being pouty about not hitting.
Nice.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so 29 will hit. That'll rectify that.
Hey, that's a 19 on the die. That should be a critical hit. I don't know why that's not programmed in properly.
You just have to go in on the sheet and change it.
Yeah. Oh no, it was an 18.
It says 18 on the die. Yeah.
I misread.
It's okay.
I'm all no good brain.
You got all excited because you made that hit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You probably saw that 19 plus up top, and you thought that was the roll, probably.
Yeah. I think that's it. So yeah. 10 piercing. And I've already taken my move action and everything, so I guess that ends my turn. Actually, I'll use a swift action to turn invisible in case this guy... Oh wait, no, I have to be psionically focused for that. I'm just done. I'm standing here like a dingus.
All right. Yep. Well, speaking of dingus, yeah, he's going to continue to stay on watch there. But we can move Dominic up to where he can get a shot at something. All right, that'll hit Skelebot in between you. He's using that nice Wilkes laser. Ooh, wow, good roll of damage. Pew pew. He hits it with a solid laser shot from good trusty Wilkes laser. Woo! I got him. Bloop bloop. Bella.
Learn something from him. Okay. So, I guess I'm gonna have to move.
He was being all chivalrous and trying to draw their fire.
I want to go for, I think this is a blue star.
Okay. We'll call it blue.
My scythe, power attack.
That hits and misses. So 17. Katang. You can tell that your blade is not quite getting through their armor as solidly as it would normally. But you're damaging it though. You slash into it, sending a shower of sparks out. Anything else from Bella?
No, intern.
Okay, so the legs of the mech shudder to life as it comes stomping towards Nicodemus. Oops, grabbed the wrong one. Does he have a melee weapon out with which to provoke?
No.
Okay, so it goes stomping over you. And as it moves past, you notice there are a series of dual length lasers aimed out of the back. Which, once you get close enough, you can see that there are two pilots sitting inside the skull in there. So you can guess this is the co-pilot that's shooting the lasers out of the back at you. And it makes one of those pew pew sounds too. What's his touch AC?
Touch AC is 15.
15. Okay, that is going to hit. Pew 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 pew. But just barely. But they do shoot you up. For 30 points. Fire damage.
Ooh. Oh.
Okay. That's basically what happens.
But you can tell that it has to maneuver to like aim its weapons at you. So it has back lasers, and then it has those big Gatling guns aiming out the front. I'll just tell you what you see without roll or whatever. So it has to like make sure you're within the arc of fire of its weapons. But okay, so cha-chink, cha-chink, cha-chink. Yeah, he can do that. So he steps up behind Bella, and a large blade emerges from the housing in its arm, and you hear that familiar hum of a vibroblade singing to life as it stabs at you. Wow, another nat 20. The dice are getting hot. But the confirm, I don't think, is gonna make it. doesn't confirm, so it just hits. So she gets vibro-bladed in the back. For a 10-point slashing. Is following its lead. The one in front of you does the same since they've got you flanked now. So you get vibro-bladed from the front for 12 points slashing. Now, fortunately, the Cyber Knight is not helping you flank at the moment, so the last one does not get a bonus when he uses his vibroblade to attack. And that one's going to miss, as it's deflected by your sturdy armor.
Good.
Okay, you're kind of in a position where he can't really flank with you. But he can make an attack with his blade. He can't really do much with the grenade. That one's going to miss. Nicodemus, what do you do?
Nicodemus is going to turn invisible, standard action, and then move under. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Try to move under him. In turn.
Alright, so Cyber Knight's going to risk provoking by moving around behind the Skelebots and stepping on the fallen bodies of the Smiler gang that you guys, well, that they piled up there, actually. Whee, okay, he hits it with his vibro knife. Ka-tang! It's a small dent into it. Alright. Alright, this guy moves into cover where you can't get a shot at him there behind the wall. Dante. And Dante, back to you. What do you do?
My main target's hidden, so I'm assuming with my really good hearing, I heard that guy keep saying his sword doesn't work as well on the robots.
Yes.
So I'm going to try and take out the robot in front of him so he can deal with the human. Because the robot is not in cover. I don't think. This one?
Okay. Yeah, you've got a clear shot at him. Well, any of them, really. I mean, they're all in that courtyard. The blue Skelebot has a little bit of cover from the people in front of it, though.
I'll take my move action to re-up my psionic focus, and then I'll take a shot on it.
That hits.
Alright, 22 damage.
Very nice. Ding! Now you can tell too that the impact of your bullets is lessened by their armor, but you still got a solid hit in there. Blew a nice chunk out of it.
And I'm not wasting anything on all my other abilities. Go on. Pass. Sorry, I meant I end my turn.
Gotcha. Okay, so Steam Buffalo, who's been manning the gate over there, he yells out, kind of in your direction, Nico, and he says, "Be careful! It's got sensors. They have sensor arrays."
Oops. That okay? I'm assuming I know what that means. Can it see invisibility? That's the question.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means.
Hmm.
So he yells that out for you to try to help you understand that, because he can see you're turned invisible and whatnot. He says, "Be careful, the co-pilot can always fire when the pilot is moving." But he tries to throw out some advice there for you. Okay, back to Dominic. If I could get another shot, hold still. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That is going to hit the Wilkes again. Another solid damage roll. As he hits it from behind. Bella, what do you do? You've managed to get yourself surrounded.
I'm gonna try Great Cleave.
Oh.
So I can strike as many adjacent foes with a single blow.
That's right.
But I'll take a -2 to my armor class until my next turn.
So you roll with your highest attack bonus, but you pick the one you start with, and then you work your way around.
All right. Well, I will start with the guy with the, I can't see, is that a purple star? And then I'll work around.
You mean the one to the north, 12 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think he has
At
a
12,
oh yeah, he
then
does have
3, then 6. Yeah.
It's a little
Okay.
obscured.
Oh, yes.
The board is busy,
It was
but
hiding in the A.
I like to have the bodies laying around for the realism. There we go.
Yes. Bodies always help.
That's a good pick because he is flanked, so that will help your first roll anyway, +2.
So, okay, so you were saying I had to take my highest what?
your highest attack, so you just make one attack. Just roll
Oh,
the
okay,
dice. So.
okay.
Okay, so that will hit because of the flanking. So you got +2. So katang.
Nice, 20.
And we'll take the roll. So I mean, we'll just take the consecutive rolls there. So they both hit. So you want to roll again. And that 20 will actually put that Skelebot down. Attack, error.
See, this is how you do it.
That 15 misses though. He deflects it with his blade. Attack. Alright, very good. Well done. So loudspeakers roar to life. This is Lieutenant Dax Briggsbury of the Coalition States Army. This has been declared an unlawful institution. Evacuate the premises immediately. Come out with your hands up, and you will be taken into custody.
Can we do anything? Can we actually? We're still in initiative, so.
You are still in initiative. I mean, you can verbally respond if you so wish. It's the Skullwalker's turn at the moment.
Okay.
And it is leveling its chain guns on the tower up here. It blows a big chunk of concrete out of the side of the tower. So there's like a small, not exactly a hole, but a section where it's blown bits of the wall away there at the top. Doesn't offer as much cover. And then it maneuvers forward again. And you can see that you are moving into the range of the auto lasers at the back again. And they train on you, Nicodemus.
Okay.
Okay, that's all that happened that round. Okay, so that will provoke as the Skelebot maneuvers around behind you there, Bella.
Oh yeah. Alrighty. Scythe power attack.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so 21 is going to hit. So that was a costly maneuver because you hacked it pretty well, but it's still functioning enough to where it gets behind you to do an attack of its own. And with the flanking, you are going to get stabbed for 15 points slashing.
Oh, I'm pretty low, guys. Ooh, we need some health kits. I'm gonna need some help.
Fortunately, I'm outside, so you're gonna have to withdraw.
Yep, I am.
Hopefully you just shoot.
That would be a good idea. The bad news is that it's the other Skelebot's turn. Since they have you flanked, he's gonna stab you up. And the flanking bonus, that's gonna hit. For 13 points slashing.
Dead.
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
dead.
it may be a TPK.
Well, you shouldn't be dead, but you should be down. You're at what, -7? Okay. So you're down and dying is where you are.
I'm dying.
So on your turn, you'll have to roll to stabilize. Red Georgeman, who does have one of the trauma kits, can help you. So he's going to move and get it out, and he kneels at your side. So he needs to go full defensive for this round. Because of the terrain, he's not able to get to you in time to start the procedure this round. Okay, so Nicodemus, what do you do?
Alright, so Nicodemus runs under it. I mean, I'm just moving, but and then go back under it, and I place the grenade, try to hit him with that grenade again. Let's see. Actually, this is just a toss. It would be this one.
Okay, so you want to prime this for longer than normal because you don't want this to blow up at the beginning of your next turn, right?
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm thinking. So you can prime it to go off up to 3 rounds. So it would be at the beginning of.
I'm gonna try to get it beginning of the next round.
1, 2, or 3 rounds.
I'm gonna give myself a round to get away.
Okay, so
I'm gonna give myself 2 rounds. I mean,
okay.
2 rounds. Okay. Hold on. And I don't think it rolled. I gotta do that again. The guy was on it and I moved off of it. 1.
Yeah, I don't see a roll.
21. Would that get it in the leg?
21.
Damage.
That's gonna hit. Yes.
Okay. That in turn. Then I go. That's just some appearance. I surrender. I surrender. I'm gonna roll a bluff.
Okay.
I have 1 rank in it. Actually, yeah. 22 to bluff. Don't shoot me, I shall surrender.
So the loudspeaker sparks to life. Lay down your arms.
I will. I will. Don't shoot me. I can't do anything, so I was like, I will. Don't shoot me, please. And it's a 22 on the bluff.
Okay, Captain Andalin maneuvers over here where he can still get flanking with his buddy.
Please don't shoot me. Gotta be convincing.
He hasn't been able to take advantage of his dual attacks, but against these bots, his side swordsman's good. Anyway. But fortunately, Rifle Blade works just fine. And that will hit. Puts a big wound in it as he stabs him in the back. In the name of the Cyber Knights, evil must fall. Okay, so this guy comes running out of cover And you can see he has his rifle in one hand and he's got a vibro knife in the other. He runs up behind Captain Andalen and makes with the stabby at him. But he moves with almost preternatural fluidity and quickness. You like that? I said preternatural.
He moves.
I'm waiting for you to say.
I'm trying to figure out that old comic book like Claremont way, how they always talk about someone moves so
Right.
great for their size. I can't remember how he does it. It's been so long since I read it.
That's some good stuff. Okay, so he is going to get hit. Ah. And you see he stabs Sir Andalen in the side. As the blood flows, the coalition agent reaches his hand out, almost as though feeling the air in between them, and you feel a sense of energy shifting as Sir Andalen is going to get hit with a negative level. He screams and he grabs his side. Ah, Psy Stalkers! Ah! So he got hit with a negative level. Guard yourselves! Dante, what do you do?
Well, the good news is I have a Psy Stalker's weakness, which is lots of bullets.
That's
Hopefully.
true.
But he's behind a wall, isn't he? Or can you see him?
He moved. From this
Yeah.
corner of me to that corner of him, I've got a clear line since I'm elevated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's just in the position there in between the two where you can hit him. No.
Yeah, I'm elevated, so he's not within 30 feet of me, so no point blank shot. But still get my psionic focus boost. And I'll just shoot him. Gonna get fancy, but
Right.
26.
26 is going to hit.
And I will step back and attempt to hide, taking a use of my unseen as a swift action to turn invisible in the process.
Okay.
So I only get a plus 10 on top of my roll instead of the plus 20 normal from being invisible. So 42.
Okay, very good. Anything else from Dante?
Nope.
Okay, so Steam Buffalo sees you turn visible again. He waves his grenade belt at you and he says, "Get clear and I'll lob this at its legs. If we can take two of its legs out, it won't be able to maneuver." So he readies the action to throw his bandolier of grenades at it. Bring this back to Dominic. They're alkalites, so they're not super effective, but they're not totally dumb. They do understand some tactics at least. They just can't do all the cool fancy stuff yet. But bloop bloop, nothing fancy about having a good old Wilkes laser rifle 447. Bloop bloop. And he takes aim, but he's going to shoot a little bit wide. Pew pew. Bella. Okay, so you need to save against dying. On your turn, you need to make a DC 10 Constitution check to become stable. You take the penalty on this roll equal to your negative hit point total. So you're actually going to need to beat a DC 17 on the straight con roll. So go to your character sheet, and where it says Constitution, you want to hit the little die next to that rather than Fortitude.
Oh, reroll.
Oh, 1. Wow.
Use that reroll.
It'd be a good time to use that reroll.
Yeah. Oh, it's just not looking good for me.
Hero point.
Yes, hero
Well,
point.
you're not gonna die. You're gonna get a chance to reroll again. You have to go past
Okay.
your negative Constitution. So what's your Constitution? It's like 16 or something, isn't it?
Oh, hold on. Constitution 15.
15. Okay, so you have to go to negative 15. So you've got like 8 rounds
To die?
to die. Yes. To die. You don't put it like that. I mean.
Bella's holding up 8 fingers. Okay, we got this.
All right, so you're at negative 8, so you take 1 more point there.
Oh.
Okay, so you see the rail guns on the shoulders of the spider walker level themselves at Steam Buffalo's direction.
We surrendered.
And he gets chain gun.
Does he have cover from the lattice work of the gate?
Yeah, but it didn't help his AC enough. Okay. It's not horrible. He's only going to take 18 points, but that is enough to put him down. He's got one hand on his grenades, so he activates his grenades as he falls, and he drops them. He drops them right
Got
here,
one round.
so they're going to go off in 1 round. Yeah. This is getting dramatic.
I'm like, we're gonna die. We got old Scary up there. Old Scary not gonna move and help you. Oh Lord, this is funny. And that's what's the end of them.
All right, back to the Skeletobots. All right, so this one turns to fight with the Cyber Knight there. Stabs at him but misses. He does have a decent AC. And this one is going to stab at the Squire. And it's going to hit him.
They don't miss.
Alright, so he's going to go down from a vibroblade in the shoulder. He's in negatives.
Wanna heal me?
Need healing.
Yeah, he
Need
drops
healing.
a trauma kit right next to you. It's right there. Okay, he's down. Nicodemus, what do you do?
I'm going to.
Yeah, 1 more round till your grenade goes off.
Yeah, and the other one too, right? I'm going. I'm a double move. Withdraw. I'm gonna withdraw, but that only gives you up to your movement speed, right?
Double movement speed, or if you want to run in a straight line, you can go up to 3 times your movement speed.
Okay, I'm going to go double.
Remember, everyone, if you've got 2 hero
It pushed me
points,
right here.
you can
Pushes
cheat
me
death.
here. I'm gonna.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go to that. Pushed me right here. 60. Intern.
Yeah, you might be close enough you could get cover from the fab. Did you look at that?
Well, I didn't think he had a straight line to hit me from here. I thought that corner. Wait, hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Oh, I can go into here. 1 foot into there. I can just count it. So I'm assuming he can't see me from there.
Not from there, no. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we're up to round 8. All right, Sir Casper. All right, if he can get another good shot on this thing. All right, he's going to do his double attack. All right, he hits with his side blade, which doesn't do much, but then he does catch it with his vibro blade, which is just enough to put it down. Error. And since it's still difficult terrain, he can't quite 5-foot step over to you, but he does turn to deal with the Psy Stalker that is hot on his heels at the moment. Who makes with another stab with his blade. And you guys know, I mean, Psy Stalkers are one of the common races of the Pecos Empire, and also it's commonly known that the Coalition will use them as advanced guards and on special missions and that type of stuff. Like the Dog Boys, the human mutants known as Psy Stalkers have also won the growing respect and friendship of the human troops they work with. Humans tend to regard Psy Stalkers as savages and primitives compared to the civilized people of Chi-Town and the Coalition states. Consequently, they're often looked down upon and treated as second-class citizens. However, on the Tolkien front, they've proven themselves to be cunning, wily, and courageous warriors who look into the face of the enemy with a smile or a snarl. Recognized as skilled wilderness scouts and fearless warriors, Psy Stalkers have been elevated to the ranks of fellow soldier and equal, or close to it, at least when it comes to fighting. However, Psy Stalkers are not nearly as appreciated nor as loved as Dog Boys. Psy Stalkers are clearly hairless, human-looking mutants who often paint or tattoo patterns and insignias on their face and body. They sometimes file their teeth to points and possess an innate supernatural ability similar to a dog pack. Only with them, somehow it seems spooky. Spookiness or uneasiness probably arises from the fact that Psy Stalkers were once human, but over the centuries have mutated and evolved into humans with unusual powers that have helped them survive in the wilderness and battle supernatural forces. They are humans transformed by magic and dimensional energies from the ley lines. And it's commonly known, the reason that they're feared is because they're kind of like psychic vampires of a sort that they have to feed through a process called nourishment, where they drain psychic energy from their victims. But they have to literally, it's kind of like a semantic component that they actually have to literally draw blood from their target with their blades in order for it to work. So, yeah. So he stabbed Captain again. Who's going to take another level of energy drain. It's not doing a ton of damage, but it is. But the energy drain is nothing you want to sneeze at. That one gashed him pretty good. Okay, so he's down 2 negative levels. I shall not fall to the likes of you, Side Stalker! Ah! And he beats his chest with his blade. Dante, what do you do?
How hurt is the like, is the Scythe Stalker bleeding a lot, or?
Heal check.
Heal check or knowledge knowledge local to try to ID it.
I just wanted to know how injured he looks. If I need to take
Heal
part
check.
of my
turn
to do it, then I'll just keep shooting.
It doesn't cost you like an action or anything. You can do it. You just need to roll one of your skills to see how well Dante's knowledge is represented in that area. Yeah. Okay, 22. See, that was pretty good. So you can tell he's fairly wounded, but he's not like on his last legs or anything. He's still healthy enough to be dangerous.
Okay, well, first I'm going to use 3 power points to activate Dissolving Weapon. Then I'll take one of my hero points and spend it to gain an extra standard action, if that's okay.
You can also tell that he's like getting stronger every time he draws blood from Sir Endalen. Yes,
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay, all the more reason to end this quickly. And I'm going to attack him. I'm going after his flat-footed AC this time, because I'm hidden and invisible, I hope.
Okay.
And if that, and I get an additional 4d6 acid damage.
Okay, that hits. Is that acid damage or?
The second part, the 11, is acid damage. The rest is normal.
Okay. Okay, so you hit him in the chest. He looks staggered. Ugh.
Alright, no longer invisible. I'll just spend another swift action to re-up the invisibility and hide again. Because otherwise, that minus 10 is debilitating. So I'll have to move and 31 for my stealth check, and that ends my turn.
Okay.
That was an expensive turn.
Explosion time. This little bandolier of grenades is going to go off.
Okay. So 8d6.
Wait, not yours, not yet. It's first is Steam Buffalo's bandolier. His goes off before you. Yeah, you're at the top of the round next round.
Gotcha.
That big explosion wouldn't trigger the other one?
It might.
We'll see.
We're about to find out. See what happens here. There you go. Is that enough sound effects? Okay.
I didn't hear anything.
Awesome.
You didn't hear anything. Did anybody hear?
Heard it.
Okay. All right.
Well, I had my thing down low. I had to turn up my volume
Okay.
on the computer. I got my headphones on.
I was making the explodey sounds. Okay. All right. So that's going to set off 6 of those at 6d6 each.
Woo!
Wow.
So just going to do this in batches then. Yeah, that wasn't his plan. Was throw it and then run, but he got blasted.
We shall honor your sacrifice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that is going to set off the grenade. Your grenade.
Which is
That's
alright. So I roll that. That's 32. That's just fire.
Okay.
It's because it's the thermite. Just mess up equipment, mess up that leg.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do math. Hold on.
Oh, math. No.
Because the way it works with mechs is their armor has a hardness quality to it, like robots. So you take the hardness away from the damage.
At least we know we can get one leg out of the way, hopefully. And hopefully enough for a second.
Okay. And it is going to reflex save for half. So that's only going to take 54 points. But that's enough to take out that one leg that was weakened.
Okay.
And then you did
32 of fire.
Okay, does not save on that one. So they'll take out that leg and weaken the second one.
Yeah, 5 feet of damage. But no telling when that thing exploded with a grenade hit it. It's like, Hopefully it killed the people inside. If not, they're coming out. We got 2 more at least.
I mean, with the way the terrain is around here and that big explosion, if we're lucky, it creates a dust cloud that'll give it some issues seeing us.
So it's lost one leg, and then the one next to it was pretty severely damaged by the barrage, and then the second grenade as well. Okay.
But it still can move.
Yeah, but it can still move. But if you take
so
out
I know
that
the
second leg, that will accomplish the task that you want. Because of the rough terrain, they can't move and get to you at the same time. Okay, so he's gonna move and get cover. Nasty side stalker, boop boop, get away from Sir Andalin. Pew pew pew.
Beep beep. Chip chip cheerio. Chip chip.
It's touch AC. Fortunately, that is going to hit because it's targeting touch. Yeah, which is that's enough to put him down, but not out. Which is good because he was about to feed on the cyberpunk again. Something didn't happen. Okay, Bella. Okay, so you're -8, so you got to beat a 18.
With the
You can hero.
Constitution.
Jeez.
Is that?
You should hero point and reroll.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
Well, you can hero point if you want to, but you're just going to stabilize. So I mean, you still have time. Like that's what I was telling you last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You still have time to roll, and if somebody can heal you, you'll be in a lot better place.
So another negative.
Yeah, so you're
one.
-1, so you should be a -9 now. Okay.
Well, at least the big gun is well. He's down, so the mech. What's the mech gonna do now?
We got another robot over here.
Yeah, double check my numbers. Okay, so yeah. All right, so one of the good legs reaches out and smashes the remnants of the gate to the ground. Rips down parts of the surrounding parapet. It makes that exploding noise.
I heard it.
And then it stomps in. Squeezing its way through there. Alright, one Skelebot left. And one Cyber Knight. Okay, so it just turns and raises its laser gun back into position. Takes aim. Blasts the Cyber Knight. Ah! Attack, attack, attack. But he's still up. Halt, do not move. Surrender or be destroyed. Surrender or be destroyed. Alright, so Red needs to make his own Constitution roll, and he fails it, so he's slowly dying as well. Nicodemus, what do you do?
I gotta heal. So I pull out my bandolier and heal for one thing. Boom. For 9. And then I moved. Good in difficult terrain, correct? 5.
Yes.
And do right here. In turn.
Okay.
So that should be if I can get out in the open and go after that. And I also yell out, "Over here, you damn robot!"
Okay, so Cyber Knight turns and he says, I shall not evil be allowed to live. And with one stroke, he coup de grace the Psy Stalker, chops his head off.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
Dante, what do you do?
So, is this fire here still going?
Well, it's down to its low embers at this point. I just didn't switch the setting prop, but I can if it bothers you.
No, I was asking because of the special section of hero points, where you can petition the GM to use a hero point to attempt something almost impossible.
Shoot the robot! That's impossible.
Well,
Not the stalker.
Focus on the possible, I think is what he's saying.
Hear me out.
Go ahead.
You ricochet the bullet off the robot, they hit the other, off the back, they hit the robot.
No. So my idea is there's a big crate of grenades right here. I wanted to attempt to either shoot the box itself or ricochet a bullet off the wall to knock the box towards the walker into the fire, setting them off.
Oh, you're talking about that fire. Okay, yeah, that fire is still going. Yes.
Yes.
Fire in the center. Yeah, I was looking at the other one. Sorry. This is a really complex map. Yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to use a hero point to attempt this impossible shot. To set off this entire box of grenades on the walker.
So you want to shoot into the fire and knock it onto the grenades? That's what you're saying?
Just
No.
opposite.
I want to knock the box of grenades into the fire.
Oh, okay.
of course, it
Okay,
does
so-
specifically say in that such uses are not guaranteed and should be considered carefully.
Yeah. Okay, so -4 for called shot. Okay, and I'll let you attempt it. Essentially, a bull rush, a ricochet bull rush. For it's really like getting it's a couple different feats all in one to accomplish this. But I'll let you do it for a hero point, sure.
Okay.
Depending on what you roll here.
I have exactly 2 chances thanks to Unseen. I mean, second chance, so let's hope for the best. Okay, this one.
Ooh.
Nice, good shot.
Bing, 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 bing.
Okay, so it's going to push it into the fire where it will start burning. So it'll start taking damage at the start of your next round.
And now we just have to make it not the walker not move. It was such a... Oh well. Still might work out. Merv grenades and stuff and cluster bombs happen. Yeah, and that'll be my turn because that was a big thing, and I'm down to 1 hero point.
Okay. Okay. Fall in the name of the Cyber Knights! Pew pew pew! Which is going to hit because it targets touch AC. And he's using the nice Wilkes rifle, which does slightly better damage. Puts another little chink in its armor there. All right, Bella. So you got to hit a 19 on your Constitution roll.
Hmm.
12. Okay.
Better than the 3 I was getting. Oh well.
Wow, you've been rolling horrible, haven't you?
It's rolling so good.
It happens. I'm
Oh, you don't
declaring
have-
this
you don't-
occupation an unlawful act under coalition law. Evacuate the premises immediately with your hands in the air, or you will be subject to arrest. What were you saying? I was launching into a role play there. Sorry, I was overtaken by the idiom. Okay, so it turns the chain guns on Dominic. But it is going to miss. Bloop bloop. Haha! You can't crush the spirit of the cactus people. Haha!
This cactus man is going to outlive us all.
Cactus man.
And thus began the Order of the Cactus on that day. All right. Laser rifle at the Cyber Knight. Pew pew. But that is going to miss that time. Give him a slight respite. And Georgeman needs to stabilize. He does not. Gurgle, gurgle. He continues bleeding out. Nicodemus, what do you do? So your grenade goes off. No, your grenade already went
No,
off.
they already did. It went up. I had to pull out the Wilkes gun because I had everything else, the grenade out and healing, and I pull out the Wilkes gun, and then I move 5, 10 here. And actually, I move 5, 10. Am I able to move right here? No, I go here. I want to be in the open. Intern. Shoot at me instead of them.
Hey, I couldn't quite figure out where you were moving. I was looking at him drawing the line, apparently. Okay, I see you. Okay. Yes, you can move there.
Yeah. Well, it was somewhere else I was gonna move, but that's okay. I'll move right there. Intern. 2 move actions.
Cyber Knight rushes forward, makes with the stabbing attack. How about you, Skelebot? His blade is deflected. The robot uses its rifle to skillfully avoid the attack. We're in round 9, by the way. Dante, what do you do?
Well, I'm going to attempt to step forward and attempt to hit the walker's damaged leg.
Okay.
This is the only line I could draw that puts me in any of its corners without a wall in the way.
Call
So
shot at -4.
Okay. Hopefully to take that out.
That is going to hit. It's not going to be enough to destroy it, though. Just does a little bit of damage. Just a glancing shot. Ding! Ricochets off the armor.
Oh, it's at the top of my turn, so did the grenades take damage?
Yes, let's see how much they took. Okay, good roll on the flames. Must be a nice hot fire. Is that enough to destroy it? Yep, and it's going to set off the grenades. Okay. So they handed out 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dante didn't
5.
take any.
Did Bella take one? A pack of grenades?
Not that I can remember.
Okay.
I did take one.
Okay, so they handed out 30 grenades, so there are 20 left.
I was busy chasing down that monkey.
So...
What? Okay. I was about to say, there can't be ones in all of them.
Wow, okay.
Look, sometimes the sniper has to go for the nuclear option.
Oh, darn. Anyway.
Okay, just a sec here
Sorry, Bella, you don't get any grenades unless someone else shares theirs.
to...
Pretty
Okay,
much.
so it's definitely going to be enough to destroy
got a
the
leg.
second leg. And maybe more, which is why I'm adding it up.
And with that, Dante will have to reload for the first time in combat.
5
Ooh.
plus 1. And same fielding fire. This is plus 2.
Okay.
I've forgotten, is reloading these clip guns just like normal reloading rules in Pathfinder? Sorry, you can answer mine after you're done. Math.
Usually it is a standard action to reload two-handed weapon. When you get when you're using bullets, it speeds it up to a move. If you get rapid reload, it'll move it down to free.
Okay, so it'll be my move to reload.
Yeah, probably so. I mean, unless you have something else that lets you, reload. Okay, so that's enough to take out the leg, severely damage it, so it does go over on its side. Oh, I didn't do all the explosions.
And I'm assuming the guys inside are feeling a little toast and concussed.
They're okay right now. The mech hasn't been destroyed until it actually reaches the state of being destroyed at 0 hit points. They don't take any damage.
I was just talking about flavor-wise, because when a tank gets hit by a rocket, the people inside still get a headache.
Sure, yeah, right. So it is on its side. Very good. Good job.
And that'll
Maybe it won't
end
teach
my
PK
turn.
after all. Okay.
You forgive me for my laughing, for me going, shoot the robot!
I've got the beat on him now. Ah, nat 20.
Nice. Confirm.
And he confirms.
This is
Very good. Okay.
nice. That helps.
Not great roll. Another one. Oh, much better roll. Total of 27 points. That's enough to take it out. So they blast it in its head and it just explodes in a shower of sparks. Error does not compute. Where's your Bella, so you're at minus 10. You gotta make a 20 on your con roll. 21. Look at you. You stabilize.
You got a 19 on that roll. Just in the nick of time. Will the mech try to raise back up?
Now you see it kind of wiggle in place and whatnot. You hear the sounds of the hatches opening.
Let's see what comes out. Human. Or something else.
What comes out is soon to be headless corpses.
Well, nothing stepped into view at the moment. Okay. All right, so Georgeman is not quite stabilized. Nicodemus, what do you do?
What, 10? Well, I'm sorry. 9, 10, 15. Oh, I can't. It's difficult terrain. 20. Right here. And then I pull out the...
You can pick up the trauma kit. It's right there.
Oh, I got the gun. The little... I can't remember the name of it. The little healing...
The hypo gun.
Yeah, hypno gun.
Not the hypnotoad.
And heal it for 6 points. In turn.
Yeah, very good. Okay.
Go, we're still in. So only can do one round at a time.
Yep. Okay.
In a turn.
In which case, the Cyber Knight will pick up the trauma kit and apply a dose towards you. So you get 6 points back. On top of that, which will bring you up back to consciousness.
I'm up 2.
Ah, there you go, my dear. Hopefully, no more hard feelings about earlier, huh?
Bella's just like squinting her eyes, looking at him like,
Just heal me again.
we'll talk about this later. Talk about this later. Glad you stepped up.
Dante.
Well, he heard the explosion and what sounded like the thing falling, so he lets himself get a little happy about what he managed to pull off there. But he runs over right afterwards and holding. Can I hold my action, or would I have to hold my whole turn? Actually, yeah, I guess I could have a good sight from either way.
You can either delay behind something, or you can ready an attack or something.
Okay. But can I move and ready an attack?
Yes.
Okay. I want to move here and ready an attack. If I see any coalition people, I'm going to shoot at them.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Okay, so Dominic's going to do the same thing. He'll get
Right by the tent.
cover behind the wall. Yeah, not the tent. He thinks twice about it. He had enough movement to adjust from the tent to the wall.
I'm hiding behind this tent at my cover.
Well, with those chain guns, you may as well be hiding behind a tent. But yeah, anyway. All right, Bella. So you're conscious again.
Oh.
Get up, Bella.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up.
Wait to be healed. Can Nicodemus say something real quick?
Sure. What do you say?
I say, take this gun and heal yourself until you're ready to get back into the fray. There are, I think, 4 more left in there before I have to. I think at least do 4 before I have to put another thing in it.
Okay.
And it's 1d8.
Oh.
You know how to use it. Just give it back to. Just return it to me if you don't die.
Gotcha.
Sorry,
Did you get her to sign the lease?
Here's my stud.
I'm just kidding. What were you
sorry,
saying, Dante?
Yeah, I couldn't have moved. I would have had to use the move action to reload. But I'll still ready the attack.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
That was all.
Very good. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you're quite in position to see them coming out of the hatch, unfortunately, there, Dante. Not on that side.
I was more concerned about if they tried to run away.
Right.
Did Bella stand up? Did you stand up, Bella?
Yeah, but I don't know how to make my character stand up.
Oh, sorry, I have to do it here.
Oop.
There you go.
All that energy.
Take the blood off of you, too. There you go.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so they actually do come running out. So you can get a shot at him as he rounds the corner.
Okay.
Oh, they are running, huh? Take them out. Take your shot. Take your shot.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes, the 19 hits.
At 18 piercing.
I'll have to hand it to her. They're running.
Hit him, but he's still running. Nicodemus, what do you do?
Actually, she just got up and then take it out. Heal it. Go for another heal on her
Okay.
for 6 points.
You can either hand it to her, which will take a move action, or you can drop it as a free action.
I just hold it. Just they're running. We're gonna chase him as you can, and he can just keep shooting, and I can't get up there in time to shoot at him. I wouldn't think I even know they're running. I just keep healing.
Seems you have that well underhand. If they're clearing out, then they would have set their vehicle to self-destruct. Take cover! Dante, what do you do? Oh, you rated action, actually, so you are further down in initiative.
Oh, my whole initiative moved for readying an attack?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Take cover! Take cover!
You bet he's running. We're still in initiative, so.
Bella, what do you do?
Lay down.
I guess we're gonna
Move.
move.
Move. So.
Turn.
Dante, now what do you do?
Okay. I will
Shoot him
move.
again. Oh, I thought you were gonna shoot him again.
Yeah, I'm moving right here so that I have a giant tower in between me and the exploding mech. And I'm going to keep shooting at the we'll go with the injured one for now.
Okay.
Oh, I hit the point blank
nice.
shot one, so -1 from that.
Okay, that hits, though.
And -1 damage too, so
Okay.
12 damage.
You hit him, but you can tell his armor is taking some of the blow.
So my rifle has a range of 300 feet.
Okay.
Just so you know, as long as it's level ground, I can keep taking these pot shots.
Right. Depending on how far they can go, they can get to where the ground is rocky and there are like things to maneuver behind and whatnot. Once they get off the mat, but you might gun them down before then. But we'll see what happens. Okay. Doesn't blow up yet. Nicodemus, what do you do?
Move over here.
I'll move. Hold on. Map's moving. I'm trying to move my character. Ah, it's doing it again. Darn it. Gotta click off. Usually I have to click on pan view and then click it off again.
I know it does. It did that to me all the time with the touchpad. It's just.
I keep forgetting.
Drive me crazy.
Nice.
There's like a touchpad function, like you touch with, like if you touch a certain way, it switches it to
and I move 5, 10, right here. In turn. For the explosion.
Okay, so the Cyber Knight picks up his squire. He's going to start dragging him to safety. Bella.
I'm gonna follow Cactus Guy because he seems to know what he's doing, so.
Okay. Yes, take cover! It's going to explode, bloop bloop, real big!
Intern.
Dante.
He's starting to get nervous with how he normally is. He's going to actually drop down off of the wall, losing his height advantage.
Okay.
I'll I'm going to have to make some kind of roll, I assume.
Acrobatics.
Okay.
Okay, that did not work. So you're gonna take full damage as you
Less
plummet
damage
from
than-
the wall. Okay, so you take 2 points of non-lethal damage, but 4 points of lethal damage as you twist your ankle on the fall and you're prone.
That is still significantly less than exploding.
That's true.
We don't know how big that thing's gonna be.
Yeah, but now I have lots of walls in between me and hit, so that should help some.
You can still take your shot if you want.
Yeah, I
You're
just wanted.
prone.
Okay, no penalties.
I don't think there's a penalty for
You can shoot prone, I guess,
Yeah.
huh?
for using a rifle prone.
Okay.
Hell, probably a better shot.
Okay, that hits again. He's still going though.
How many hit points does this engineer have? Oh well.
Armor,
Coalition soldiers, yeah, in armor.
And that'll end my turn.
I think I forgot to move him last round, so okay.
Cyber Knight.
No, I forgot to move him last round, so I had to double move him.
Yeah.
Triple move
You-
him actually.
You said you were gonna grab him, but you, they moved, but you didn't move.
Oh yeah, the Cyber Knight's just standing next to his friend. They didn't get drug.
Yep.
We haven't got to him yet. He had to move. He had to move over and pick him up. So he's in the action, the course of the action. Okay, so they're gonna make it off the map, which means they can drop down and hide behind stuff, and whatever. So they're gonna be out of your line of sight now because of the obstacles. Okay, does not explode. Okay, so now that those guys are off the map, the only thing you guys are really dealing with is the countdown. And you know they're set to explode in 1 minute, so that gives you enough time to basically take cover, wherever you want along here. So what do you guys do?
Minute, I'm gonna go to right outside here. Is it just all the vehicles, or just the one? Or just this?
The walker.
The mech. Okay,
Yeah,
the walker.
Because it was
Okay.
pretty damaged in the various explosions. And when it lost the 2 legs, it could no longer maneuver on top of being
Right.
damaged.
So during that time, Dante would attempt to stand up, and then can he try and just back up the VAB during that time so it doesn't get caught in the explosion?
Yeah, you guys have a minute, so that's what I'm saying. What do you do?
Oh, Dante will be sitting in the driver's seat going like, "Come on!"
Okay.
Well,
Jump
not quite
in.
a full minute. You've got like 45 seconds from now. You used a little bit of your minute. Yeah.
I'm assuming those walls would. I'm assuming.
Yeah, they're concrete. They're pretty sturdy.
Yeah, that it would. I'm assuming.
Except for
nuclear powered.
except for the giant hole you're standing in, but it's not exploding in
Yeah.
the middle of that. But yeah.
I'm hoping.
I'm more worried about protecting the VAB, but if no one else is, it'll be okay.
Yeah, I don't know that thing's fell. I haven't seen it. I mean,
Okay.
72.
So explosion goes off. It's gonna.
Poor guy right here. He just
Oh
eviscerated.
yeah, he just got totally obliterated between all the explosions. So it's gonna, definitely leave a big crater there where the mech is, and leave it in a point of severe disrepair. Sections of the concrete bunkers here are going to be blown away. Let's see if I've got a little So all this would be rubble. Nice crater here.
Explosion.
Yeah. Speaking of explosions, yeah, we need to have our. All right, and with that, you can drop out of initiative. And congratulations, you survived your first encounter with a mech.
Woo. Really? I actually thought we were gonna get TPK at one point. When they said they could see me, I was like, uh-oh, I can't. And I was like, okay, I won't be. And that guy hit me for 30, and I was like, uh-oh. And I thought, well, if I can't hit, I'm the one with all the heal stuff, so if I go, then they won't be able to get to her. But it worked out.
Okay, well,
So-
I need some healing, so let's do this.
Well, I just moved to you.
Move to you. All right, stop moving.
Alright. I gotta get. Hold on. You take those 3. I just beep, 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 beep. And that's for 19. And I gotta switch out another cartridge.
You
Alright.
said 19?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 4 for 26.
So the Cyber Knight says, "You and your friends fought valiantly. I became concerned for a moment there when we were separated, and it seemed like you were pinned down by the walker all by yourself. But you conducted yourself quite admirably." He gives you a friendly pat on the shoulder and a nod.
I actually thought Dogboy was actually Dante. I thought he was going to keep on shooting. But he went the other way. I'm like, uh-oh, but I couldn't yell it because I'm invisible.
If they hadn't been able to get behind cover, I'm sure he would have kept shooting. But yeah.
No, I was talking about like Dante shooting it. You know how he did the cover, like to distract it? I was like, oh, that's a good idea. But actually what messed me up is that first one didn't help. It didn't hit. And you know what I mean? The first one didn't work. My first roll.
Yep.
They hit it with that grenade. But anyway, how healed are you?
Oh, I can
Bella.
still use more. I can use more.
Everyone
20.
else is beaten, bloody, bruised. Me and the cactus guy are just like, owie.
Like, we good. What's the problem?
Yeah,
They're
he
just
didn't take
sitting
any
in the
damage.
vab rubbing his ankle.
I could use 5 more
Okay.
and be done. Good job.
What's that? Alright, that's good. Alright, for the night, I'm assuming he needs some too.
Yes, well, I have
7.
this trauma kit here. He actually has a trauma
Okay.
kit that he's using
Oh, okay.
to apply
Alright.
to him and his comrades at
True.
present.
Alright, so I'll take off that. I won't use that 14. 17 from then. I'll heal myself with my wand.
You'd make an excellent cyber knight should you choose to go that way one day, Nicodemus. But I understand every man must walk his own path.
8. 16. That sounds a very tempting offer. You must tell me about the knighthood. 16.
Yes, the Cyber Knights. A valiant order, first coming to premonition over the past 100 years. Groups of powerful psychic warriors banding together to root out evil wherever it may be found.
go in here. Maybe you'll feel out. Maybe you'll know what they would have ran out to. So he goes in and search this guy first. This one. Wherever he was.
Wherever cyber knights have gathered, it foretells of a dire threat to all that lives.
Oops, he's still talking. I thought he stopped talking.
Well, he's following you around and talking while you're doing all this. I mean,
Okay.
In between digging over bodies.
Dante, there was a really cool rifle this guy had.
He's
Who had?
He's talking. She's talking about the size
this guy.
Oh, okay. So this cyber, what is your purpose? What is your...
To root out evil wherever it may hide. We follow the cyber knight code of chivalry. To live one's life so that it is worthy of respect and honor. Live for freedom, justice, and all that is good. For fair play. Never attack an unarmed foe. To never use a side sword on an opponent not equal to the attack. Nobility, to exhibit self-control, to show respect to authority, to obey the laws that if they do not supersede the rights of life, to administer justice, to administer mercy, to protect the innocent, to respect women, he nods towards Bella. Valor, to exhibit courage in word and in deed, to defend the weak and the innocent, to fight for an ideal like freedom, to fight with honor, to avenge the wronged, to never abandon a friend, an ally, or a noble cause. Honor, to always keep one's word of honor, to always maintain one's principles, to never betray a confidence or a comrade, to avoid deception, to respect life, to honor all life, to respect all views of life. Courtesy, to exhibit manners, to be polite and attentive. Loyalty, to one's principles and one's heart, to one's friends and those who lay their trust in thee, and to the code of chivalry. So he says all that while you're like looting the bodies and stuff, and you're like, yeah. That's good.
You asked.
I know, that's I'm like, you certainly have a lot of rules. How do you get things done with all those rules?
They're not rules, they are codes to live by.
With your code. With that code. How do you go against evil and find information?
It is the code that keeps us from turning evil ourselves. As we seek to root out darkness, we must often travel into dark places, and it is there where we are tempted the most.
Interesting. I will consider it. Maybe a different version of it. Or your version of it, it seems.
So,
this is again. Are cyber new? I'm assuming they're usually like lawful good.
Yes, cyber knights are indeed. Yes, they are usually lawful good. And he also talked to you of Sidescape, which might be a little bit confusing because he's actually part of two different orders, both the Sidescape order and the Cyber Knight order. Because sometimes Sidescape's motives they'll align with the Cyber Knights because Sidescape will send Psy Warriors out to do good deeds and whatnot. Cyber Knights basically function ostensibly to perform good deeds and root out evil and help the helpless and that sort of thing. So,
like almost like a paladin.
Yeah, exactly, like a paladin. Yeah.
Right.
So, Dominic and Sir Andalen note that the mech is not completely destroyed. It's in pretty bad shape. But it's not like completely destroyed. It could actually probably be rebuilt with time and someone performing the proper repairs. So he says,
"Oh well."
Anyway.
I guess I shouldn't have shot the doctor then, huh?
Yes, it seems you are down one comrade since you crossed into our care, friend Nicodemus.
Yes, we are. He betrayed us. Cost so many lives, he did. We will root him out one day, and justice of Pharasma shall choke the evil out of him.
The little engineer guy from the train might be able to do something.
Speaking of engineers, Dominic, do we still have those star droids in the storage unit? Perhaps if you brought one out. Yes, we do have a star droid that might be of some use to you. I would be willing to part with it, my friend, since you've helped us fend off this incursion by the coalition here today. And no doubt, it seems that you. So Dominic goes back into the wrecked garage area, and he activates a couple droids that follow him out. So you guys can pick between the two, which one you like.
Yeah, Miss Alley, look.
And I will show you. I think I have a bigger handout.
That one's a cooler one. Gotta be that one. Huh?
There's that one, and then this one.
Different abilities, or they both basically do the same thing?
They're both basically the same.
We'll do. What you guys say? I like the second one. The yellow one seems.
What about that one? You go back over.
Can't we take both?
Keep recovering the robots. Oh, well, we need it to work on the salvage here. So that's why they're offering you one.
Oh.
He points for him to go back to recovering the salvage.
The white one reminds me of some of those robots you can buy in the kits at like Barnes and Noble. The ones to teach kids how to build that kind of stuff.
I've never seen those. Not at Barnes and Noble.
They're up in the toy section.
We haven't been to a Barnes and Noble in a while.
What is this Barnes and Noble
They're
you
still
speak
Barnes
of?
and Noble? Are they still open?
What is this Barnes and Noble
I thought they
you
were just
speak of?
online.
Yes.
Like Books A Million. Just got
Exactly.
a Books A Million.
So
I usually like Borders. I'm a Borders guy.
So Sir Caspin, Sir Andalen, he pats the droid on the top and says, this is a top of the line Archie 3 Astromage droid CR2 version. We call him A3AOCR2 for short. He'll serve you well. He can perform basic piloting maneuvers, as well as work on repairs and operate technology and computers. It comes waddling over toward you. Donk, 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 donk.
Hold on,
Or
A3.
A3. We call it just A3.
Yeah, it was kind of a long name. I'll put it in the...
I got it A3AOCR2.
CR2, yeah, you did get it. Yeah.
Call me. A3.
Beep, 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 beep. Gonk, 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 gonk. That's the noise it makes when it walks. Gonk, 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 gonk.
Actually, I gave him instructions. I go, could you, right outside the facility, there's a VAB. Could you start? He said it can do repairs, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I said, could you repair the VAB? You know, it's a little bit damaged
Beep,
when
beep, beep,
we
beep. Gonk, 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 gonk.
crashed into the wall.
It starts heading out to the VAB. Yeah, it can start working on repairs. So it'll get the tools out of the back and start working with the parts that you guys had collected and everything, and start working on it.
All right, so we search this guy. We should investigate the spider crawler.
I'll have a look.
Excellent.
Okay, so the spider crawler, Dominic can walk you through it. This is one of the top of the line mecha from the early days of the Coalition. Bloop, bloop. They have been outshined a bit in modern days by the more advanced Hellraiser huge mecha, but these command mechas are still quite potent. As you can see, bloop, bloop, it took many explosives to bring this one down, and if it weren't for bloop, structural deficiencies in its design, we could have still had a lot of trouble with it. Here you can see a life support system supplying a 24-hour air supply should it be needed. Plenty of room there for the co-pilots and cargo in the back. Bloop, bloop, bloop. It's pointing towards the remains of the air hatch that opens at the back of the skull, which is where the pilots were able to enter and exit from. So in game terminology, it takes a full round action to load into a mech. So like say if you walked over to it, you couldn't walk over and jump into it. You'd have to walk over to it and then use a full round action to get into it and get into position. Where the next round, you would be in control of it. Here, many weapons, advanced sensor systems. No doubt they were scanning us bloop, 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 the entire time before we saw it emerge from over the hill. All of our strengths and weaknesses bloop, bloop, would have been analyzed by the computers before we ever saw it. Bloop, 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 bloop. There, he points to dual-linked laser system in the rear. Shoulders, double barrage chain guns. There in the front of the torso, another laser cannon. And the legs themselves fortified and structurally enhanced. Overall, very dangerous piece of machinery. Can be repaired, but it will take a lot of work. Many of the weapon systems have been damaged as well.
Do you think any of the weapons could be salvaged now?
They're mecha-sized weapons, so you couldn't do anything with them. I mean, if you wanted to take them off, you could work to try to take them off.
Totally wasn't thinking of attaching one of those cannons to the VAB.
That's something you could actually do. Yeah, you would have to remove it and put it on the VAB.
I've got a high craft mechanical check.
That'll work.
Okay. Does he have any points in repair? You can get the droid to help you with that too.
No points in repair, just craft mechanical.
Okay. Well, the VAB does have room for one cannon to be mounted. So, which one would you guys want to mount?
Are they different? Which ones they have?
Well, there's two chain guns on the shoulder. They're both the same. The laser from the front is probably the most powerful. The Typhoon 240 laser cannon. It's actually 10d6 fire.
I say we get that late. That'll be it.
That's it. Laser cannon.
Did you say more powerful?
I just imagine Dante kind of mumbles something about being able to remove it, and both Nicodemus and Bella appear out from behind. What?
Did you say what? Did you say you could remove that? Maybe we could even get some of the armor fortified outside of our VAB. I don't know if that's possible. It depends.
Well, you could look into fortifying the VAB, but it's probably going to cost you something in order to do that. But for now, just repairing it, the damage will be good.
Nice.
So if you look at the VAB stats, if you want to pull up the VAB handout there.
It's pretty intense anyway.
Oh.
It does have. But I'm assuming this is us without the gun on top.
Yes, without the gun on top. That's why I was saying it has space. It has space for a gun. Yeah, you did not start with the gun. That's correct.
Nice.
Remember, you had to rebuild this from wreckage, much as in as is the Spider Skull Walker, a piece of wreckage at the moment. Well, darn it, that's not the stat I was looking for. Looking for treasures from the Rift. There we
But adding that cannon would give us a more effective way of fighting back against mechs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, so the VAB has roughly 200 hit points, being a huge vehicle. The individual slots are only 40 hit points, though. So, like doors or whatever can only take that much before they start to get blown off. But it does have an armor of 10, so it has a hardness of 10, which will be reduced from any damage they take. So, we'll remove 10 points first. But the overall AC is only 18 to hit it. So that's how you read the stats on that anyway. So it was a little dinged up there when you ran into the wall, so it did wind up taking like some cosmetic damage. Yeah, but the droid can repair it. So it takes an hour to do a repair check, and you roll, and then it heals the vehicle.
Nice.
Like that. And then it will take some time to take off one of the weapons, if that's what you want to do. Take the laser cannon off, is what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Which is probably going to start in a broken condition, so it's going to need to be repaired itself. But once you get it repaired, then you've got a laser cannon mounted on it. Yeah, I didn't want to give you guys too many hints, but the VAB is actually your mech. Just FYI. So even though it's a big truck, it's a mech.
Nice.
So if worse to come to worse, you guys could have gotten in it, trying to survive in some way, because it has all of its own armor and all that stuff. So I'm just trying to push the role player right now. I'm not trying to ignore you, Phil, just because there was a couple things I wanted to get to, because Sir Andolin comes over while you guys are doing all this. You're gathering up the equipment and making note of everything. He says, it seems that my squire and the remaining alkalites would like to return to the farmlands and visit with their families. This close encounter with the coalition and the other forces, seeing our fellow brothers butchered and eaten by these cannibals is a bit too much. So at this point, I would like to take this time to offer my sword in your service and say unto you that should you accept my service, that I will do everything I can within the Cyberknight code to keep you and your companions from coming to harm. And he holds out his blade in horizontal fashion towards you. You're like counting, and you're like, what? Oh, he's talking to me. 3 eclipse, 4 eclipse, 5 eclipse. What?
It's an honor. An honor.
You can always use extra hands.
Yes. So you willing to join us in our endeavors?
It seems that our paths have been intertwined by fate. And seeing your reaction to the words of the Dark One, I know that I am being called down this path with you, and I must see where it would lead me. If that means I am to die in battle at your side, then so be it. By the order of the Cyber Knights, I shall defend you all with every bit of valor that my being has to offer. And he makes a little
contribute.
What
say you all? I'm sorry.
Okay, sure.
I just said, what say you all? Like, I think you would be a great addition to our group. What say you all? And I guess that's you, Bella.
Yeah, but I get first seat for the I get shotgun in the car. He can't have it yet.
He has it right in the back.
He's got it right in the back.
You gotta put him in the back of the bus till he earns his points. I salute you back for your honorable warrior.
And he salutes you with his blade. bows his head. So he returns with a few other items. He comes walking towards Dante, and he hands you a set of goggles. He says, "Friend Dante, perhaps you could use these to help sharpen your sight. If not, then perhaps your comrade will." And he walks to Bella with a small, what appears to be a small can of polish.
Okay.
He says, "Here, this cyber polish was developed by the courtiers of the Cybernite Order. In this can is a slimy, you see a slimy, translucent, milky white polish. It smells like high-grade machine lubricant and silicon." And he says, "This has been empowered by the techno wizards of the Order. Should you rub this on your cybernetic parts, it will cause them to be mended and restored to their working order." So if you look at the polish, if you scroll down, it'll tell you the function there beneath it. So if you use a dose of it, it'll restore 2d6 plus 3 hit points to cybernetic creatures. Not that Bella is a creature or whatever, but with the cyborg subtype, if you will.
How many, I'm just curious, how many uses does it have? Does it say?
4 applications.
4 applications, I see it there. I'm just writing it.
Thank you, sir.
So are those goggles something that Dante could use, or would that be better for Nicodemus?
Dante can use them. Generally, fights don't last long enough for him to run out of ammo because he does the one shot at a time, but he'll hand them over to someone else if they need him more.
No, you are a long range guy.
I have goggles.
This is doing so. If you read about it, this is doing.
It lets you reload as an immediate action, or unjam your gun, but if you do it 2 times in the same day, they'll stop being magical. Basically, is what it boils down to.
Especially with your gun, because you have mechanical ones, so that'd be good for you. In case you roll a 1.
Okay, so the gear off these guys is pretty much the standard coalition type gear. That's why I didn't want to take a whole lot of time doling that out, because we're hitting right at the end of the session here.
Post it later.
I'll just put it in the Discord, so that way you can see it in the Discord. So they've got like the standard gear, the coalition issued laser rifles and vibro knives and that kind of stuff. And the same with the Skelelobots. They've got those lasers that are attached to their power units. So once you detach them, they'll have full charge until they have to have fresh eclipse put into them. They have an array of eclipse, that kind of stuff. So
I had thought this guy may have been the leader of the group, so I thought maybe he has some like plans or something else. But I guess he's just a soldier like the rest.
He's a size stalker, so he's got he just had a laser rifle, his vibro knife. He's got his standard combat gear, bang grenades, CA4 dead boy armor. He's also got a Desert Eagle pistol at his side. His helmet serves as a filter mask as well. He's got ropes, lighter, mirror, cigars packed in his utility belt. But yeah, the main thing is he was a size stalker. So every time he could, if he could hit you with his knife, he would drain a level, give you a negative level. So that's something the Cyberknight is actually going to have to deal with. So it's got 2 negative levels at present. My friend, I heard that you... Well, no, he didn't hear. So I do not know what your plans may be, my friend, but I know there is a priestess in nearby Scrapwall that can perhaps cure me of this ailment that I'm suffering. My energy has been drained low by the encounter with the Coalition Psystalker. If you
It seems like... Oh, sorry.
If you are to recover the Glitter Boy armor, then perhaps you can find it somewhere within the walls of Scrapwall, but there's no telling where it could be at this time.
Well, at least we could go to the Scrapwall to get you healed as the way in. That's our purpose. Then we can see what we investigate as we get you healed.
I will do my best. But come, we must eat and rest before we set out. But we must not risk staying here any longer, for no doubt this Spider Skull Walker came from the Coalition Embassy out of Houston. If they radioed for backup, they could be here within a day or two to lose time. So it's best that we leave in the morning, first thing.
Just like that.
So it shall be. And he nods. So if you're going to hang out with Cyber Knight, he's going to talk all weird like Thor all the time and stuff. So
and try to convince us to be good.
Try to convince you to be good. Yeah. So that is a choice you must make on your own, friend.
You got all these chaotic people. He's going to be like, no, we must not harm them. Stab him with your knife. No!
They'll make for some good party conflict. See what happens.
Yeah. Lawful good. I'm lawful, but not good.
So before we break, let's briefly discuss what is the group's plan so I know how to prepare for next time. Do you guys want to go straight to Scrapwall, or do you want to do something different, or do you need to, replenish your supplies somewhere?
Scrapwall, and you can heal the knight and look for the mech armor.
Yeah, from what you understand, the armor was taken by the Smilers, so in theory it should be inside their territory.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Well, that brings us to the end of today's session. So congratulations, guys. You did well surviving your first encounter with the mech.
Survived.
So it gives you a little bit of an idea of how that works. It's a big vehicle with armor, that kind of stuff, essentially. If you guys want to, I mean, there are motorcycles here. They did mention that they had robot horses that are actually in a state of wreckage, so they'd have to be repaired as well. They were damaged by the Smilers, so you probably won't have time for that. I mean, the A3 droid is probably going to have just enough time to take the gun off and work on that.
Okay.
But you guys can grab the four wheelers, motorcycle. If there's something else you want to take or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Since we only got take motorcycle.
So who wants to stay in the VAB and who wants to grab a different vehicle?
Well, I've already been told that I can't drive.
You can drive. If you have to make a stunt check or something, you just don't have much of a bonus to it. Yeah.
I don't have those.
You can go around on that motorcycle and slice people with your scythe. Would the motorcycle fit in the back and we can come out of it
Yeah, sure. You can.
Yeah, that works.
You could put it in the back. Sure, there's enough room.
That's an option.
Okay, so you take one motorcycle. Anything else?
Would anything else fit? That's
well,
it, huh?
The others would have to be driven independent, most likely.
Yeah. I think Is up there anybody
Works,
else?
and then somebody
Anything
can
from
take
Dante?
off after.
I'm fine with the VAB.
See, he's a shooter. He wants to get on top of that thing and shoot things.
Yeah, lay
Right.
down prone on top of the VAB while you guys drive around.
Or with a laser, I mean, on the little gun on top with that big gun. Boom, 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 boom. I'll drive, you shoot.
Let's move you guys all together there.
I get a free reroll on that shooting too. So
Okay, so you snag a motorcycle you can throw in the back, and you've got the Star Droid that you can either leave in the vehicle or have him accompany you, and the Cyber Knight has offered his services for now. So there you are.
And Bella, you have a flanking partner.
We just gotta work on his skills.
If he
says,
if you can convince him to hit someone.
Yes. My blade is much more effective against the living. It's these machines where I have difficulty. But
Yeah,
I am
I've
eager
heard
to
the
learn from you,
excuses.
warrior woman.
Dante said, then why don't you just keep another weapon as a backup?
That's why I have this vibro blade right here. That's why he was dual wielding. It's just that it's a light weapon because he's dual wields.
Well, they're strong enough to pierce their armor. Then let's rest and be off first light.
Indeed. Okay, that'll bring us to the end of today's session. So thanks for playing.
Alright.
Congrats,
That
guys,
was fun.
for surviving.
It was
It'll give
fun.
you a little idea or two of how to deal with mechs, and hopefully next time you don't quite split the party and dealing with mechs. That was a little scary.